Good morning. So I had a brain, either a good idea or a very bad idea. We're going to find out if ChatGPT can manage a beehive through a whole season. And I'm going to take you along for the journey. Let me tell you what I want to do. So for those of you who followed not the last video, the video before that, I got a hive or a colony out of the wall of a house on my property and stuck them in a box. You can see the box over there. Stuck them in a box, had them locked up for a couple of days so they wouldn't all fly back to their old hive. And I thought, you know, there's so many beekeeping videos on YouTube and how they're done, and how can I make something different? So I thought, what if I handed over the reins of my hive that I rescued of Africanized bees, Africanized honeybees, completely to AI? So I'm going to let I'm going to ask AI all of the questions that a new beekeeper would ask. And I want to see if ChatGPT actually has the knowledge to manage the hive and keep the hive going throughout. So if I see something weird, I'm going to ask ChatGPT, what does this mean? How do I change frames? Do I change frames? Do I put a super on? Can I take honey out? Because I want honey. So whatever ChatGPT tells me to do, I'm going to follow it to a T. If the hive dies, we know that ChatGPT and AI cannot manage a beehive. If it does well, then I think a lot of people who are looking to get into beekeeping or are nervous about getting into beekeeping, that they don't know what to do, why not use ChatGPT to hold your hand through the process? There's a lot of people that use a mentor, somebody who's experienced in beekeeping, to ask these questions to and to bounce ideas off. But the one thing that I've found, and a common theme, is so many beekeepers have so many different answers to there's two hardy daws having a good time right there in the field. Anyway, the age-old saying is, ask 10 beekeepers the same question and you will get 20 different answers. So everybody's got their opinions and their tricks and their quirks of how they manage beehives and what they do. And the thing about our bees down here in the Cape is they're not the same as American bees or European bees or Italian bees or anything like that. So it's very difficult, or I personally have found that it's very difficult to get a good understanding or good pointers without a mentor, because I don't have a mentor here per se. So I've asked my boy Mark questions and he's been super helpful. But you know, sometimes you don't want to bug people with maybe a stupid question. So let's see if ChatGPT can do it. Whatever the robots say, our robot overlords say, I'm going to see. So I hope you subscribe to follow along for this. I hope you throw a like on the video. Obviously click that bell notification so you can stay up to date with the updates of this. I'll probably be checking in, you know, if ChatGPT tells me don't check the hive in a week's time, I'm not allowed to check the hive, you know. So I'm going to keep it 100% open and honest. If ChatGPT tells me to do something, I'm going to do it. If it doesn't, I'm not allowed to do it. So even if I can see something wrong, or I feel like there's something that I should change, and I ask ChatGPT and they say just leave it, I'm leaving it. So follow me along for this series. I think it's going to be super entertaining, and obviously, as I said, subscribe for beekeeping videos and homestead videos. We've got some cool projects coming along the way. So like and subscribe, and I will see you in a bit. I asked ChatGPT if I should inspect my hives. I gave them the weather. I gave them the time of day that I was eventually free after dealing with the chickens, the new chicks and all of that. And it said it was too cold, and if it was too windy, I should give it a miss. I'll put the ChatGPT in today. Well, what it told me yesterday. And today the weather seems pretty good. A little bit of rain from 6 p.m. tonight, so hopefully we can get into the hives today, all 3 of them. We need to do a check on all 3 of them, check for the food, hopefully see if we can find a queen in that bottom the bottom hive, and see if we can find brood and all of that sort of stuff. I'm worried about these hives. They're not really, got a big number of bees, but not I didn't see any brood last time we were in there. So we'll check the AI hive as well, and I'll check the other 2 normal hives. So I will see you in a bit. And Mr. Remy and co are coming to say what's up. And they're stuck in here for 3 days trying to get this tide-pole grass down a little bit. But they're fine. We are giving them some lucerne and some pellets as a supplement. So they're not starving, although this grass isn't great for them. It's unfortunately what we need to do to get it better for the future cows. Okay, one-eyed monster. There's the Ellies. Okay, so I will see you guys at 12-ish to once that it's still a little bit chillos today, this morning. We'll wait until it warms up a little bit, and then we'll jump in to the hives. So I got my boy Sea Dog here to help me. It's the first time he's ever been close to a hive, so he's a bit nervous, a bit scared. We're gonna jump into the AI hive. I'm gonna try these new gloves to see if I can have a bit more control over them, but they feel very thin, to be honest. But we'll find out. So we're gonna jump in, we're gonna look for brood. We're going to try and see if the queen is laying. We're going to make sure they've got enough food in. We're probably going to top up their feeder and then close them up. We don't want to irritate them too much because obviously they're in their new place. So we're going to be as quick as we can. And yeah, I'm going to give them a puff of smoke to let them know that we're here. A dead bee?
There's a bee over there.
Okay. So many. I see that they're still drinking their feed. And we're going to keep our eyes open for Little Miss Queen. Yeah. So we start on the end here. There's a big feeder in here. So there's no chance that they finished it. That's a bed frame. We're going to replace it with one of these, but not just yet. So no queen on that. So this is the hive that AI is telling us to take care of. I haven't done anything on this. Would you get me my bee brush there, my boy, please? And another frame with wax in it. Let's give it one puff here. I don't want to upset them too much. So this is all stuff that we pulled out of the wall. So the cones might be a little bit stuck together here, as we can see. So we need to be super careful. And there's honey in there. You see it dripping there.
I don't see it.
Need to be super careful that we don't hurt the queen, because we haven't seen her yet. Watch out of the light there. This is bits of the comb that we pulled out of the... I just got stuck on my foot. So you see here, see the captive honey here, some pollen in here.
Pull up.
See, so this flat comb here, it's comb from the wall where the sun was beating down on the wall, so it actually melted the wax, the cells. Look, I'm not seeing any eggs here yet, but this comb is a bit skew, so we're gonna wanna replace this sooner than later. Push that one to the side. Ooh, sorry, Mr. Camera. It looks like they've built across this one as well. Okay, so we should be getting closer to where the queen might possibly be. That's just full of stores. We're looking for nice eggs and a beautiful queen. That's a lot of bees, boy.
That's a lot of bees.
Let me see a queen. Carefully.
They're trying to find a needle in a haystack.
Yeah. See the pollen here? See the legs there? See on the legs, it's got pollen.
Oh, the back lines.
Yeah, so they'll be feeding baby bees, putting pollen in. Let's try and see if I can recognize the queen here, because she was quite dark. Let's see her there. See her, boy.
Just a lot of bees.
Yeah. I'm trying to look for some eggs. See if she's laying eggs. See all that honey and nectar. Okay, so this is a food store, so it's likely that there'll be brood on this frame, hopefully. We want to make sure that she's laying baby bees so we know that the colony is going to survive, you know?
Yeah.
So we know that there's more coming. Otherwise, we is in trouble. Yeah, there's brood. So you see the red cells there. Not too much brood.
But they could be carrying it.
Just looking for that queen. I love that sound. See the pollen here on this one. See, so there's some new comb that they've built since they've been in here. See that?
Yeah.
This is also just stores and stores and stores and stores. Oh. Makes a bit of havoc on your back. Thank you, Assistant Connor. A lot of bees in this one. Let me find her on here. Oh, there's a lot of, I think they're building this one out. So this is the queen that was walking past my hand that one day.
Not as lucky as that.
But yeah, I think she's a bit shy. See what they're doing now. They're building this comb out. Look what they've done, all of this. So they know they've got lots of food, they need to put it somewhere. But we're not too worried that they haven't built out. What I'm going to do, push these back up. Let's just feel this feeder to see how heavy it might be. It's pretty empty. Pretty empty. Yeah, but we didn't think. I'm going to need a little jug to pour this in, please. Some new frames in here for them to build out for us, hopefully. Starting to hit me in my hands a bit. Let's close it up to not annoy them too too much. And wait for the jug to come. So unfortunately we didn't see the queen. I didn't see the queen yet. But it looks like they're building out, so maybe she's struggling for some good places to lay, because that comb is a lot very wonky. A lot of the stuff is a bit messed up, so I'm hoping with giving them these new frames, what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to checkerboard it a little bit to encourage them to build between, because they don't like missing spots between their hive. So if you put a fresh wax foundation in between, they'll build that up. If the one on the outside is built up, I want it all to be built up at a certain level before they go further. So I'll do that now. I see Connor's running back. Thank you, legend. They're gonna go crazy for this. So get this. Let me pour it rather. Put it down. Right. I'm gonna do it. Don't worry. We really need a funnel for this. Yeah, this is not a big jug. A little bit for them for another week.
Tripod on the wrist.
Yeah, and all of that, they're going to be very angry at that. Let's close this. No. What?
Put the other frames in.
Yeah. But what I wanted to do is I wanted to checkerboard them. So pull this one up. Hold that for me. I'm going to open this a little bit. Okay. So I completely messed up trying to chop to get the rotational grazing going to get them into the next pen, but I opened the wrong gate and now the sheep are where they shouldn't be, having a lack of jaw on lack of fresh grass. Joel! He's enjoying himself.